The Kraken. Oh. Champions. We're back. We're back. We're back. Oh my goodness. Tonight we've got the second installment of the Jimna Rocks 2022 special. Tonight we have a very special band on. This four-piece of punk rockers are nothing to be scoffed at, with their little bit of folk stylings on the vocals, but coming in with beautiful riffage, awesome lyrical value, and so far, awesome people. Give it up for Sean, Liam, Sydney, and Daniel, the four people that make up PhD. Say hello, everybody.
Hello.
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 Welcome to Beer Buddy. I'm so happy to have you all on tonight. How you all going?
Very good, mate. Thanks for having us.
Surviving.
Yes, that's all we need to do every day.
Living the dream.
Oh, it's good. It's good. Now, you've just brought out Tie-Dye video, which we will watch later. Great track, by the way. How did that come about?
Well, that's probably you talk about.
That's my problem.
Yes.
This goes to me now.
Tell the
I
truth,
know.
Sydney.
The whole truth, nothing but the truth.
That is correct,
It's
Sydney.
up to you.
So help you God.
God cannot help you.
I don't know. I wrote the song like right after I graduated. It was written with a lot of anger in mind, I guess, about like somebody I dated while I was in high school, and I just kind of like. It's just one of those songs that you kind of like needed to write to get everything out and then move on. As I say, it's kind of just like, it's a moving on song more than it is an angry song. But the anger comes through more than the moving on does.
It does. But it's a well-constructed song. You guys did really well with it. Now, you're from Canada, Sydney.
Sure am.
How long have you been in Australia for?
It'll be coming on 14 years.
14 years. Nice. So
Yeah.
you're a skippy doodah now. That's it. So
Try my best.
no, you're doing well. You're doing well. You're hitting the music scene and you're doing really, really good stuff. Sean. Now, we was just told that you've just recently joined the band. How did that come about, my friend? How did you end up being the new guitarist for these three beautiful people?
So they put a ad out on the Brisbane music scene Facebook page, and I had been looking for a new band to join because I was in a band and it wasn't really working out. So I wanted to branch out. So I saw their ad and I hit up Liam and I was like, "Hey, I'd like to I'm interested in auditioning." And they were really great, very personable people, and I really appreciated that. And yeah, and I guess they liked me somehow. And yeah, and now I'm the guitarist. I'm helping them like write some stuff for the pre-existing songs, adding a bit of flavor, and just helping enhance the songs. So
Oh, very
Yeah.
interesting.
You should.
And to be honest,
Yeah.
you go, Mr. Liam.
Sean, speaking of tie-dye, you should hear Sean's fucking solo in that song, man.
Oh my
It's
God.
great.
It sounds so fucking
Dude.
good.
We were like, can you learn this song before you come in? And we were like playing it. We were like, yeah, it's pretty good. And it gets like the solo part. And we were all just like, huh?
Wow.
But you guys told me to learn 2 songs, but there were 3 songs in the thing, so I learned all 3. And then I
Yeah.
popped that one out, and you guys like, "Oh, you learned that song too?" And I was like, "Was I not supposed to?"
Yeah.
You
We're
may.
all pretty
Not
amazed.
that well.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I was like, whoa.
to be fair, he did the one thing that gets to an Australian band member's heart. He got to the band rehearsal and went, "So you want beers?" And we all went, "Fuck yes, let's go."
I'll start a band. You
Yeah,
bring beers?
exactly. You want beers? Fucking, I'm
You want
in.
beers?
Is that all you need to do is get beers? Here I am slogging away doing videos. I just need to start a band again.
Yeah, beers, mate.
I have no recollection of this. I drove in.
Oh no.
Oh, see, now you're
Oh,
sweetening the
no.
pot. It was a pure bribe.
To
All right.
win over Dan's heart specifically.
That's perfect. That's mate. Well, Dan, digging the shirt, man, and tie. Looking very
Thanks,
sharp.
He's a
just
fancy
came home
man.
from work.
And you said you had a
Yes, my
PA.
dad works.
So you said you had a PA night. So you're in the industry, mate.
I am in the industry. It wasn't. I saw I work at a school. And they had their PA night for their students. So I was putting in a bit of extra overtime, making sure all that ran smoothly for them.
Oh, that's good, man.
Have a good experience and get them into the culture of live music. So
It's addictive.
it's addictive.
It's addictive, man. And bass player or bass player, Liam. How you going, bro?
Yes, man. I'm very good, man.
And
Stoked to be here, man.
man, I'm happy to have you all here. It's so good. It's so nice. Just nice, relaxed Wednesday evening. I'm pretty sure it's Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
Thanks,
It
sir.
is, unfortunately. There's still 2 more days to go, but that's okay. How so you're from Brizzy? You're all from sunny Brizzy? How how did
No.
you
Essentially.
how do you know
Oh,
these?
yeah, Dan's not.
How do you know these lot? Like, how'd you get to know? Well, how'd you know Sean? Because he messaged you through that Facebook thing. Yeah, how'd you end up knowing
Yeah.
these two beautiful people?
Is this for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh, I see.
you. Luke.
Well, so Sydney, I put up a poster in a guitar store, be like, I want a singer. And Sydney just texted me one day. I was like, hey, I'm a singer. And that's how we met.
Behind that was my mom being like, you should text this poster. I was like, no, I'm gonna get murdered. At this point, I was like 17, and I was like, I'm not texting a poster on the wall. She was like, do it. And I was like, Mom, please.
I'll take you.
So
You
my
won't get
mom-
murdered, I promise.
My mom is behind all of this.
Oh, wow.
To be fair, my mom sent me the link to the because I don't use Facebook.
There's nothing like mums.
But yeah, she knew I was
I know
looking
what's
for a
best, babe.
band, and was like, "Hey, this might be up your alley. You like punk music. You never leave the house. Here you go."
Please, God, get out of my house.
Then when you want to leave, she'll be like, no, don't go, stay.
No.
My mom was trying to get me out of the house.
Yeah, oh man.
Oh, no.
And then I moved back in for a couple of years, and then she wanted me out of the house again. So
Ooh.
I was
It
alright. I
is
was
what it is.
getting a new house built, so it is what it is exactly. Yeah. So Daniel, and how did you know the rest of the crew?
Well, actually, the same way everyone else met. Facebook group. I'm not actually sure what I was doing at the time. I think I was watching some series or Netflix movies going, I should actually do something with my life. And I thought, at the time, joining a punk band was probably the best way to go, Well, I mean, we're all young once.
You said
Um,
opposite direction.
We're all young. We all make mistakes. Look.
Nice.
And and it got to the rehearsal, and they're like, that's when Liam pulled out his knife. He said, "You're not leaving. All right."
You're that
You're
good.
the one. Apparently,
Yeah.
I didn't think I was, but
Okay.
yeah, I rocked up, and he's like, and now I'm trying to leave, and he's like, "I will kill you." Like,
Yeah,
I
to be
can't leave.
fair, like good drummers are like rocking horse shit. So when you get
The
a good
drummers
one,
that
you don't
aren't
let
in
him
another
leave.
band.
Have you got an ankle bracelet on him?
We've got an ankle bracelet on
Pl-
Liam.
Please don't give him ideas.
Get one of those little Apple tags and just put it in the tongue of his shoe.
Yeah,
That's a good. I already do find my friends. That's a better idea.
Oh,
yeah.
but just a real quick story,
Yeah.
if Liam doesn't mind. Liam's current partner, her dad was one of my teachers at school, who taught me at school. Like, small world, small place
My
Brisbane
God.
is.
He
Mr.
also
Izzy?
used to be a punk.
Yeah, that's true. He used to also be a punk, so maybe that's how we met. It was meant to be.
Well,
That's
there you go.
fate.
6 degrees of separation. It was meant to happen. It wasn't matter if, it was when.
Yeah, that's true.
That's good.
But yeah,
That's awesome. So you guys just sort of, there was no, Because normally it's like, you're sitting in a pub and there's like two of you together and you're like, let's start a band. And that's how one or two, both mine started. Yeah, we can do that. Let's do it. Yeah. And yeah, you guys actually like were actively searching, or as opposed to, except for Sydney and Sean, whose mum just put the right foot forward.
Honestly, well, the only original member of PhD is Liam.
Oh. You guys are essentially original.
No.
So the band started kind of like the way your band started, with just like me and one mate sitting there. I'm like, yeah, let's start a band. And like we were terrible. We'd fuck around for like 3 years. And then I was like, right, we need to get serious. And that's when like I found Sydney, and then we found Dan, and then we found Sean.
Okay.
But it did start the same way yours did. Like, oh, fuck, let's start a band. It's not that hard.
Yeah, and then you do
What
it.
could go wrong?
So many things.
Little
Now
fun
you're stuck with
fact.
us.
Liam used to do vocals.
Still does
Yeah.
in Panic.
Yeah, somewhat.
Yeah.
We've got like the original recording of Panic where I'm the singer, and oh my god, it's terrible, man.
So I remember like because I sent a message to like the number on the poster in the guitar store, like it's 1994.
I love that. Did
And
it
I
have a
was
little
like-
tag on it? Did it have like the little rippy tag thing at the bottom?
It didn't. I wish. They're not sophisticated.
A little bit of effort.
But,
there. Come on.
I texted it and I was like, hello, I'm a singer. And he was like, here, can you learn this? And I'm listening to it and I was like, there's no melody. I was like, what's happening? And I was just listening and I was like, I don't understand what this is supposed to sound like.
Dirty punk.
It was very bad. Like, no one ever gets those demos.
I was like, and I sent a message. I was like, hey, can you just can you let me know like what key this is in? I'm having trouble finding the chords in the first chorus. And then was like, no.
He didn't know.
He didn't know. He still doesn't know.
What do you need to get in?
It's in the key of fret 7 and then fret 5.
Please, I'm locked out of the chorus. I need the key.
I would have been, she's in. She's saying things like, she's in.
Dude.
They're saying musical stuff. Let them in.
Yeah, oh man, I'm shocking with that stuff. Absolutely shocking with that stuff. And I actually enjoyed music as a subject. But
I've done a lot of like lessons and subject stuff. So
yeah, that's good.
So I'm currently studying a Bachelor of Secondary Ed, but one of the courses for my major is music, and the teacher was basically like, all right, as I said to these guys, here's your introduction to rhythm, and then it's like, all right, now you got to make scales by ear. Go on.
I'm studying a Bachelor of Songwriting as well, so I've had to do
Wow.
a couple theory courses, a couple ear training courses. So yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. You're so lucky, Liam.
Yeah, like, I'm entirely self-taught. Like, I get guitar lessons, but these guys are all like leagues ahead of me, like, in terms of theory, man.
Means
Fair.
you're the glue. You're the glue that keeps everything together.
The base,
Liam, to
the
be
foundation.
fair, all of my
Exactly.
all
Without
of my instruments are
bash, you have
self-taught.
nothing.
If that helps.
Yeah.
Mate, no, that's unreal. You guys obviously take the craft very, 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 very seriously. All of you, because it resonates through the music. I mean, like I said, Supper Nation is just like, I don't know what it is about that song. I love it. I think it's just because it's so minimal, but the way you build the layers into it, and just it's really just good job. And
There's-
Wanna know a fun fact?
yeah,
There's
I
a
love
special
fun facts.
spice. There's a very special
What a-
spicy in that song.
one of those layers that gets built on that sounds like drums is not drums. The thing keeping the beat is me banging a drumstick on the side of a top loader washing machine that's got
wow.
a microphone inside of it.
Oh wow. See, that's creative, man. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. That's
I was like,
that's
we were
creative.
like, we need a sound, and I was like, funk.
It's like got to be pulled straight out of the Book of Slipknot or something like that. It sounds like something Slipknot to do or something weird. I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah. All of
Yeah.
the keys parts are played by me in that song.
Ah, very good. We're gonna. Well, you've got the piano version up on YouTube. We might have a.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
That came out ages ago.
Oh my
That's
God.
a deep dive, man.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
B Buddy does a little bit of research. Little bit.
Hell yeah, dude.
Little
That
bit.
so that song was written like on an acoustic guitar at like 3 a.m. as all good songs are. So all of the piano parts are like improvised over scales. So anytime like you'll hear me play that song on piano, it'll sound different because I don't actually have any like sheet written down for it. I've just kind of gone, these are the chords. Bonk.
Oh, wow.
Kinda
You
fun.
guys are like proper musicians.
Well, my piano, my guitar, and anything else I play are self-taught. I've never taken an instrument lesson, but
That's awesome.
I did do vocal lessons.
You got like perfect pitch hearing or some junk?
Not quite.
No.
I
Although,
wish.
although Sydney did do like what was it, one take for Signal Lost, and basically every note was perfect, and our engineer was like, "All right, I'm shifting these out, so it doesn't sound like this was auto-tuned."
My
Oh
notes were too good.
wow.
They were.
I forgot about that.
This is too tidy for punk. No.
Literally
No.
goes like, they're too nice.
Yeah, and he's like, "Yep, they're exactly where they're meant to be. They're going these ways."
And in the one of the pre-choruses for oh my god, my brain turned off. For Signal Lost, they're actually, I'm not singing a low octave and a high octave part, like for the whole time. My low octave becomes the high octave and my high octave goes down. So we did a lot of work on where those points cross because the note they hit together was the same note, so it sounded really wrong. So we had to make it into like some kind of interval.
So you had to try and like either split it or get rid of that whole note where they crossed all together.
It was
Yep.
really weird. Dan, you remember that? We were
Yeah, it
talking
was.
about note stuff.
It was really triggering me, and I just could hear it, and I couldn't explain what it was. I was like, ah.
That's
They're like,
no.
but what is happening, Daniel? Ah!
Oh man.
My notes are too nice.
Do you guys do all your pre-production in-house? How do you guys go through your recording process?
So we don't actually
Yes.
do any pre-production.
Oh, you just raw dogging life. You just raw dogging the music
Raw
industry.
dog the machine.
Oh,
Exactly
God.
that.
Yeah, like we write the songs in like a studio or like at our rehearsal space, or like I'll write an instrumental track in my house, and then we'll just like we'll like get a phone out and record that. And just like, this is the track we're doing, and send it to the person we want to record with. But like, we don't do anything besides, like, we don't spend any time in the studio that's not tracking the final version.
Wow, that's crazy. You guys take a very different approach, a very abstract approach to the recording process. I dig it. It's a bit old school. Ivan, buddy.
Goblin mode activate.
Mate, that's crazy. We got Ivan on the chat tonight. Mate,
Hello, Ivan.
yep.
Hello?
What is
Hi, Ivan.
cracking, brother? He tunes in. He's a regular. I like Ivan. He's a regular. Loves checking out your music. If you haven't checked out PhD already, make sure you go check him out on the Spotifys and the YouTubes and all that cool stuff. I'll have links and all that tagged, ready for tagging at the end.
We could be friends.
Yeah. How did you guys sort of get into this? Like, obviously, Liam started the band prior to the three of you lot jumping in. But where did this real? Because you're jumping into an art that has really been done. Like, you've dove into dirty punk, but it's almost like you've mashed the British feel and sort of the American feel of it, and I don't know, you guys have just mashed it really well. And Sydney, I find you your vocals a little bit folky in a sense, and it seems to really sit well with the music. How did the whole thing, like, how did the whole sound come about?
Oh, I'll go first. I have elected myself to speak first. I think it's we all have a lot of different influences that we bring to writing, and a big part of things is that as some of our songs were written solely by me or solely by Liam, but a great deal of them were written all together in a room where we just kind of like shut the door, sat for 4 hours, and just kind of threw music into a pile and then lit it on fire. And then set it ablaze. But I think a big part of like, I used to, my voice gets kind of like folky, is I did classical vocal lessons.
Okay,
So I was in like professional choirs, and
did you have any
so I
opera
have-
training?
none
Okay.
at all. Only like classic like choir singing.
Okay.
So yeah, a great deal of that probably comes from there, and then I think the rest is gonna be like individually our musical and like influences, and my like musical and my vocal influences are probably just like mishmashing into whatever sound comes out, which is us.
It's very somehow you've managed to take an art that has been done before, and you've made it fresh. It's good. It's good. It's got an old feel, but with a newer sound. And the way like the presentation is good. Everything's should be very happy.
Oh, thank you, man. I think because we do all come from like such different backgrounds. Like, I pretty much exclusively listen to like punk rock. Like, if it's not like fast and distorted, I pretty much skip it. And like that's like a big influence on me is like this band called Direct Hit, and like their music is like shitloads of synths, and like their bass player always has a fuzz pedal on, and so like things like that are really like aggressive in your face. And then Sydney's got like a really clean and like trained voice, so you've got this like disgusting fucked up low end, and then there's this like actual nice notes in the top half, and just like, and then Dan is like, he only listens to metal essentially, or jazz.
He only listens to
weird.
Gojira and cafe jazz.
Yes.
Hey, stop bullying me. I listen to reggae too. That's how the section in Signal Loss happened. I walked into the recording writing that song, well, writing it for me, but recording it for them that day, and I was like, you know what would fit
Oh
here?
yeah.
A jazz section, and all of them like,
Yes.
so that got written into the song, and they're like, yeah, we love it, let's keep it.
I forgot about how that song came to be. We were like,
Yeah.
great, you've joined the band. We're gonna record. Can you write the drum parts while we're there?
Yeah, the day of, like, how long had I been in the band at that point? Like,
Oh, a week.
yeah,
Wow, that's a lot of faith,
Yeah.
man. That's a lot of faith you put into someone. No
Yeah,
wonder.
it's like-
No wonder you held him. No wonder you held him at knife point. I would have held him at knife point.
Well, we
yeah.
booked in the time before Dan was in the band, so I was like, we're going to the studio to record. We need a drummer.
Yeah, it was a bit of a challenge, but like it was heaps of fun, and every idea that I basically threw out, these guys were super supportive about it, and I think that's also what makes part of our music is because whenever one of us chucks an idea out into the mix, we'll all just work on it and see what happens from there. So the music is straight from our hearts and heads straight into the recording kind of thing. There's not that time to make sure, you know, everything's cookie cutter clean or perfect. It's straight off the presses. Well,
Oh, so while you guys have sort of taken that, obviously you guys get quality recording and stuff like that done. You still keep that
Raw.
the raw aspect of what punk is, and that is that in a room, write it all together. Okay, this is what we want to do. Let's go record it.
Yeah, while we're writing together, there's no like when it's the four of us, there's never like, oh, that idea's done, let's move on. It's always like, let's put this in here, see how we feel about it.
Oh, there's no bad ideas. It's a very good outlet
No.
to have. That's a very good
Like,
outlet to have.
while we were doing I'm gonna tell the story about Panic. I like that one. So there's a very strange sound in the song Panic. If you picked it out, there's like kind of like an unpickable, like bizarre noise. I don't know if like while you've been listening to it, you picked that out.
No.
Um,
Why he's not that good anymore.
Fair. But so while we were recording Panic, we were doing like our drum day, and then we were like, well, let's just get some sounds, right? So like this, so we had like our nice microphone, and we were just like making sounds near it. And so the start of the song is like a blown out toaster popping.
What?
Yeah. That's not all. So we were like going through like phone books, and we were like shaking coins and stuff and just like throwing shit around the room. And we're like getting to the end of it, and I was like, okay, wait. And the boys are all like doing other things in the room. And I was like, well, I could do this really weird thing with the knuckles of my hands. And so I like make this sound, and everyone just like turns. And
Let's make pick it up.
What is it?
oh no.
You done fucked
I'm
up. You
going
told
to-
me. Yeah. What is it?
All right, okay. So, well, our
ready
engineer
for
just
Sydney's
like pointed at the
ASMR.
micro. So, yeah, okay, it's ASMR time. I don't. Will the mic pick it up?
Yeah.
Here we
Well.
come.
Hopefully.
Oh, you can make little farty noises with your hands.
So it's that's
that
my like it's my second
couldn't hear
knuckles
it.
like clicking.
Oh, I can hear that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Doing that.
Sean's gonna throw up.
I don't want to stream it anymore.
I don't wanna. So yeah, I was like, well, I could do this, and everyone's just been like, yeah.
Well,
Oh no, yes.
even Ivan said it's good shit. Good to be open-minded about ideas. Ivan
Yeah,
agrees.
So there's
Honestly, coming to a band with like a full heart of what you want and putting everything into it, and then having an idea of what you want to bring to the band and what you want out of it, and knowing where you're going, and including as many like wide range of ideas as you can is the best way to make new music that sounds different.
totally.
Is it, well, man, it sounds like what you guys actually do. Like I was saying before, all the work gets done, but then it's like the work's not done. We're going in there and we can add something here. Let's try and make a sound. Or the creativity's always going, even once the recordings are going. And I have a feeling you guys seem like the type of people where it'd be like, oh, okay, we're in the studio now. We know what we're doing here. Let's the mind, where the back of the mind's still being creative, thinking of new stuff to put in, and that's heaps good. Like, it's really good. It's so different to what I'm used to hearing and seeing. It's refreshing the way you guys take your recording.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to I'll be able to go into the studio with them for the first time somewhat soon. We're recording with Gus again, and I'm just excited what we can create, because I listen to like all sorts of different music. Like, I'm mainly a goth kid, so I listen to like The Cure and listen to My Chemical Romance, but I also listen to I like Kanye's music. I like Billie Eilish's music. I like Frank Sinatra. I like Johnny Cash. I was in a jazz band in high school, so I was the jazz guitarist for the school band in high school, so I've got that influence in there, and I can find positives in all sorts of types of music, so I'm really excited to see what we can come up with in the studio.
I'm excited. To
get in there.
Yeah.
Well, especially that you said you were doing a songwriting. What did you say it was?
I'm doing a Bachelor of Music with an emphasis on songwriting.
Yeah, nice.
At JMC Academy, Brisbane.
Nice. Very good. Good luck with all your studies, my friend.
Thanks.
Mainly good luck with the band. Hopefully the band takes off and you just go, fuck uni.
Yeah.
I'd like to. I've made it. I'm going into my third year now, so hopefully I'll finish this.
Oh
year,
no, you got to
so.
finish. You got to finish it.
Yeah, I made it this far. I need to
See
finish.
it through.
I was just trying to go
Yeah.
punk rock on it, fuck
Yeah,
school.
I've repeated enough classes.
Ah,
I need to.
Classic.
that's
we've
punk
spent
rock
enough money
then.
on
That's
this.
enough punk rock then. Get it done, man.
Look.
That's not really punk. That's just ADHD.
I feel ya.
Yeah.
What can we
Actually-
expect for? Oh no, what were you gonna say, Daniel? Go.
I was just gonna say, actually, Liam, can we give him a little sneaky peek of possibly what's coming up in the next release?
Do we
Are
have
we,
it?
are we doing that?
You
Oh
guys
no,
can
not,
send
not
me-
that not that we have any, but you know, just a description of it. I mean,
Yeah, well, of course, man.
yeah.
Like, fire away.
all right. So basically, I was like, who actually came to the band? Sydney came to the band with this idea, and I thought it was just absolutely awesome. Actually, I think we all thought it was fairly awesome. Who started it? I think Liam chucked a bass line over it, and obviously the creation just sort of spirals out of control at this point. But so it's still very punk. There's heaps of double kicks in it, because I love metal and double kicks are the bomb. So just double kicks all the way through. But in
Just go Fear
what's
Factory
that?
on that shit.
100%, 100%. What section is it that is the rap section? I can't remember.
Rap.
It's my
Rap
second
section.
verse.
The second verse, it's literally Sydney trying to rap the lyrics with me just blast beating over the top of that, and then Liam playing his fat ass distortion bass line. It's
I've-
so good.
I
Like
figured
Song
it.
is this again?
This is the Wayside.
the Wayside.
song.
Wayside, yeah.
I figured it out while I was talking to Gus, actually, because we were thinking about recording it, and it comes out to it's like 100 syllables in like 4 bars or something.
She going like full Eminem on that thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of words in there.
Yeah, I can't.
Rap them.
Me England teach no well.
Yeah, same. I can't
It's-
read. I can't read.
Legit?
It's
I-
16. It's
I'm just-
16
I'm just a
bars.
I'm like, wait, you're in uni. How'd you do that? Tell me.
I'm a drummer. I'm a drummer.
Ah, a good one.
He can only
That's
count
right.
to 4.
I can only count to 4.
Yeah.
That's all he needs to.
That's
Really,
the
really
perfect
fast
number.
4s.
Actually, sorry, I do have to count to 7 because there is one song with the 7/8 section
Oh yeah.
that they threw
You
onto
can
me.
Count to 4 and to 7.
And to
Nothing
7.
else.
4 into 7. Anything I don't know the numbers in between there.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 7.
I would've
7,
just-
7, 7. 1.
Oh, you're great. I love it. It's so nice. It's so nice having a full band on. I love it. It's great. What can we expect for the Jimna Show champions? What can we expect? Because that's what we're here to plug. What I want to know. What is a PhD show?
I
Cowbell?
think this is cowbell. Yeah.
Cowbell.
Cowbell and double
there's-
kicks and
There's
song.
double
Cowbell and
kicks
double
and
kicks.
cowbell.
Yeah.
And I do like cowbell. I think the crowd loves cowbell.
Who doesn't love
crowd,
cowbell?
Crowd goes wild for cowbell.
Yeah.
I just don't think there's enough of it in punk.
Not nearly enough. I think our
Cowbell
live
solo?
shows tend to be a great deal of Liam's domain. He's got the energy.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
like chaotic is probably the best word to like describe it.
Pure
Ah.
chaos. Yeah.
It's,
Like-
it's like the movie Antichrist.
Yes.
It's not.
Yes. Yes. She spat the tea. Yes. She spat the tea.
No!
Yes.
Oh
Like-
no!
Ugh.
Hey, at least
It's
I
just
didn't
kind
say
of-
it's like the movie Solo, but not.
I just
Oh,
hope Liam
no.
Head starts doing 360s while he's playing the bass.
Fuck.
It's just kind of
Uh-huh.
Liam going, can I jump off of this? Probably.
Yeah.
Ah, a true
Yeah.
I like-
showman,
we play
a
it-
true
we play it-
showman. I love it. Do you throw the bass up real high and try and catch it?
Oh, I haven't done that yet. I haven't done
You're
that.
giving them ideas.
I've got
It's like
plenty.
Stop
I
giving
It's
them
so
can't
good.
ideas.
catch it is the issue. Like I'll throw it up and miss the catch and break my bass.
See ya.
Have you ever
Like,
seen,
that's the issue. Is I know I'll fuck it up.
have you seen that Nirvana
And it's
video?
gonna kill someone in the audience too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, just,
Javelin.
The-
it.
just give it 3
the-
feet. Just warn everyone to give them a 3 feet zone. Just start swinging the bass out in front of you. And then when people move back, just fucking.
Yeah, just be like, open the pit. I'm gonna throw my bass.
It's a lull of death, but it's everyone rushing to catch the pace.
Well, as long as it gets caught,
Yeah.
that's all that matters.
There's-
Yeah.
Honestly, chaos is probably the best way to describe our
Yeah,
shows.
no, it's chaos.
There's one venue around us, which is actually in Ipswich, which is where I am. And then those guys are honestly lads. Shout out to Banshee Bar, they're so cool.
Yeah,
Um,
I love Banshee Bar.
Liam literally jumped on their bar, and they're like, "Yes!" Like he was. What were you doing last time? Were you jumping up and down on top of their bar?
The show before that I was, not the last.
Okay, yeah.
He's like running
You-
back and
you-
forth.
He was jumping up and down, like standing on top of their bar, and the owners of the bar were like, "Yes, keep going!"
Fuck yeah, that's punk
Like-
rock,
like,
baby. I love it.
Support for the scene. They're just such good people.
Yeah, this is so nice.
Well, that's the thing.
They always have tea as well, which I love.
Yeah, yeah,
You got to Irish up that tea. Just Irish it up a little bit.
fully. But yeah, no, full on chaos. Like, really, none of us know what's going on at any given point.
No.
At least all three of us, if not four of us, at the same time are confused as to what's happening.
But everyone does
Yeah.
everything right.
Yeah, that's how
That's
it
all that
works.
matters. I
Pure-
love
I'm
it.
in a constant state of perplexion.
Yeah, pure
Yeah.
chaos.
I love it.
I'm
That's
ca-
awesome.
I'm counting to 6 and sorry, 7. I'm counting to 7, and the song's in like 4. Like, what's happening?
Yeah, that song is a nightmare.
Now I'm very interested. So, quite clearly, the music taste is very versatile among you guys. I like to ask this question, and I expect answers. Give me 5. Do you guys? I don't want to say. Are you guys old enough to have done the whole I listen to albums thing?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Because it's a bit hit and miss. It's like, as soon as I go like, what are your top 5 albums that you guys like that in most influence? Because the question is, what are the top 5 albums that made the biggest impact on your guys' lives?
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, don't make me go first. Shut
Alright,
up.
Liam-
First.
Oh,
Liam's
come on,
first.
Sid.
Alright, okay.
Actually, hey, whoa. Actually, I think, wouldn't it be fair for you to go first, beer buddy?
Mine.
Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah.
Give us time to think.
I
All
wanna
right,
know your
I'll
top
do
5.
mine. All right. Geez, mine would have to be. Ooh,
Oh, got him.
Korn. It'd be Korn's. It'd be Master of Puppets because that's probably one of the first metal albums my dad showed me. Follow the Leader by Korn because that was like the first real band that I found, and that was like the first album that I grabbed. Let's see, Michael Jackson's Thriller because I used to
Yeah.
listen to that stuff like non-stop when I was a kid. I've got 2 more. Lamb of God's Wrath
Yes.
because
Yes.
that is just an absolute masterpiece, and Diamond Eyes by Deftones because just another absolute marvel of an album. It just at the time when it came out, it spoke to me in such a big way. It was just a beautifully written album. Sex Tape is one of my favorite songs on it. It's just beautiful.
Such a beautiful song. Honestly. Deftones is like, I had my metal phase in high school and I kind of grew out of it, but I kept Deftones. Because they're just so melodic.
Man,
Yeah.
you'd
I
like.
never grew out of his.
I will never grow out of Deftones. You should actually check out his other stuff. He does this stuff called Team Sleep and Crosses. Crosses is a bit like you said you like your goth stuff, Sean. Check out Crosses. You will not be disappointed. It is droney, it's sexy, it's just spot on. And just Chino can do no wrong. It's Chino's other band. If I could have the surgery, I would have Chino's babies. I love Chino.
It's not
Love
too
you,
late.
Chino.
Alright, I think I can pick out 5 here. Number 1, Disintegration by The Cure. I've listened to that album so many times. I've cried to that album so many times. It's just so
Understandable.
beautiful. Tied with that, it's like an honorable mention of Pornography by The Cure.
Okay.
I
So we'll
love
get
The
to.
Cure so
Okay.
much.
That's awesome.
So that's an honorable mention though. That's not my 5.
You can't decide.
All right. Number 2 is I Brought You My Bullets by My Chemical Romance. Not
fair.
everyone's favorite. It's everyone's more 3 Cheers or Black Parade or in Liam's case Danger Days. I love their first album. I love how unhinged it is.
Yeah.
Third, this one's gonna be a weird one. The Batman Returns soundtrack.
Hey,
That's fair.
that is so fair.
By Danny Elfman. Yeah, that just so beautifully written, and all the leitmotifs for like Penguin and the Catwoman in that movie. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. I fell in love with it in high school. My parents think it's stupid, but because there's
Danny Elfman
like,
does
it's,
perfect scores.
How
it's
gothic
Danny
that movie
DeVito running around eating fish. Why is this movie art? And I'm like, it's art. But
He loves
yeah.
fish.
he loves fish. Who doesn't?
He loves fish.
Well, vegans, I guess.
Right.
Third, I'm gonna go with Insomniac by Green Day.
Yeah,
fourth,
nice.
sorry, Insomniac by Green Day. Yeah, that was Green Day was kind of the band that got me into punk. I saw them when I
Completely
was
understand that.
I saw them 5 years ago nearly, and they're still the best band I've ever seen live. I've seen Queen live with Adam Lambert. I've seen
You've seen us live, Sean, mate.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Are you Billy Joe Armstrong? Are you?
Bottom of the list.
No. No, but like of all
I
the
wish I
bands
was
that
Billy
I've-
Joe Armstrong.
Who doesn't wish they were Billy
Bisexual
Joe? I
icon.
want to be Billy Joe and Mike Dirt, because I want to be able to play the
Once.
bass like that. But yeah, and then for my last album, oh geez, I'm scrolling
Oh,
through here,
geez.
and I'm, oh geez, oh
Great.
golly,
Oh,
fucking Purple Rain.
Purple
Wow!
Yeah.
Yoo!
Rain.
Oh,
Purple
that was
Rain.
a shot. God damn.
Man,
I miss
that's-
Prince. If
Oh
if
my
I get
God.
if I get a tattoo, the first thing I'm getting is the Prince signal on my arm
Oh.
somewhere that he changed his name to. And yeah,
Understandable.
Ivan
yeah,
agrees.
just Every
Ivan agrees
song
with
on that album,
Insomniac.
every song on Purple Rain, I think, is just a banger. And then, of course, the title track is just so beautiful.
Yeah.
The guitar solo,
Yeah,
guitar
that
solo at
sounds
the
fair.
end, just brings me to tears every time. I've even got my little Prince right here. Here we go.
Oh, look at that little
Oh,
guy.
man.
Oh,
There's my
it's
Prince.
a small dude.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, there's so many albums to pick from too, because like I could have gone with like Doolittle by the Pixies or Low by David Bowie, but yeah, those are my 5.
Wow, that's a very good mix.
Yeah.
All right, who's next?
Liam, he's oldest.
For me, oh, hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Thank you.
I do deliver.
Cheers, lads.
Oh, cheers.
Hey, cheers.
Oh
A
my
fucking
god.
mojito
With the
there.
tea.
Look at that.
He's having mimosas. It's brunch.
So number 1 for me would probably be Wasted Mind by Direct Hit.
Yeah, I was
It's
like, it's a
like-
direct hit.
Yes, I love that band. I heard that album and I remember I was like, this is how I want my band to sound. I was like, this is like synth, it's got like, it's just fucking insane. I was like, that's like the sound I want. And then number 2 would probably have to be Danger Days by Mike M. Like that out, it's like so bright and poppy, but it's still like a fuck you rock record. Like they play really fast and everything's distorted. Like that's so cool to me.
Delicious.
Yeah, like
Are you
half those
ready?
tracks I don't even realize it's a guitar
Yeah.
playing. I'm just like, what is going on? And then
What's
that's a
happening to
guitar
me?
solo.
Why is there sirens?
Yeah, like
I
that is
hate
so
that.
cool. You don't like that?
No, I hate when I'm in the car and then sirens come on and fucking
Oh,
music.
yeah.
I fucking hate it. It's like
There
every
used to be an
every
ad.
gangster rap song.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. There used to be an ad while I was living in Denver. I think it either had sirens or it had the emergency broadcast system beeping in it, and to like catch your attention. And I was like, that should be illegal to have the emergency broadcast system
Pretty
Yeah.
sure it is.
buzz,
Boop,
because
boop.
like you're just driving along and then all of a sudden, and it's Colorado. You think there's a fucking tornado coming, and you're just like, Jesus Christ, what's going on? And it's like, now at Furniture Warehouse. And you're
Oh
just like,
no.
dude, what the fuck did you
How'd
just
you do that so well?
I ain't buying
You should
shit
read
from you.
infomercials.
If I read infomercials, you have permission to shoot me in the face.
Jesus.
Wow. That escalated
Then
quickly.
you'll know I've sold out.
Man, there's no such thing as selling out. It's just called buying in.
Hey, what the fuck? He took one of my spring rolls.
Sydney
That
just got robbed.
bitch.
So you just
That's
got
tax.
rolled. You just got
That's
rolled
tax.
for your
I've
spring
been
roll.
robbed.
No, that's tax. I know, Josh. That's tax.
Tax.
Ask
I
him
guess.
if it was tax.
I think it might count as tax.
He's teaching you about the world.
We got 3 more, Liam.
What was that?
Oh, he's coming back.
Oh yeah, his 3.
Yeah, how many was I
forgot.
up to?
You're up
You
to
did
3.
Danger Days in your direct hit song.
Yeah.
Album.
Okay, number 3 would probably be True North album by Bad Religion. Just because,
Aw.
like, I love the concept of, like, searching for morality. And it's just so cool that I wrote a punk album about that. Like, that's so, and, like, the songs are catchy too, which is even better. Then number 4 would probably be just the whole Creeper discography. Like, everything that they do, I'm just like.
You say
blown
Creeper.
away. What, sorry?
You say creeper.
Yes. Have you listened
Oh,
to that?
Liam, have you heard of them?
Oh, I think I might have, man. I don't know.
Well, wasn't
Like,
it when you were driving back from the Sunshine Coast, you like put on a Creeper song and you're like, they're coming to Brisbane. Who's coming with me?
We're opening, dude. That's gonna happen.
I think you might be thinking of Idols because I feel like I would know if they were coming to Brisbane.
Wow.
Oh.
I heard of
Their
that.
singer keeps teasing an Australian tour. People keep asking me, and he goes like, "Just you wait."
Oh, God.
Like he's teasing us.
Come here.
Well, it's actually funny because Ivan actually got me into Idols.
Hey.
He was on the chat
Hey.
tonight. Yeah, he actually showed me. I did a stream where I couldn't get a band on, so I just started watching random video clips and just asked people what they were listening to. And yeah, he showed me some. It's fucking different. I dig. Like, he one angry fucking dude.
Yes.
He one fucking pissed off dude, man.
Yeah, quick shout out to Henry from the Dandies. He showed me the Idols as well. So, shout out to him.
Yeah, Idols would probably be my number 5. Their Ultra Mono album is so cool. Like, hell yes. And the songwriting is like so unique, which is what really interests me. It's like they'll just repeat a verse, but it's like intentional, and I'm still hooked listening to it, which is so cool. Like it's mind blowing.
That's a good.
So that's
way-
my 5.
Man, that's awesome. That's a good 5. I like these
And-
5. These are different. See, my forte is obviously metal, new metal, stuff like that. So I'm always very interested to hear what other bands are listening to, especially when you get those real abstract albums that they sort of throw in there, because it's like you get 2 or 3 sort of standard ones, and then they'll throw in those 1 or 2 real curveballs, and you're like, yeah, that's good. And that's what that's what I think makes good musicians different, where they don't. Where they have versatility in what they listen to. They're not afraid to take on new stuff and criticize it at the same time. All right, so we got Daniel and Sydney left. Who wants next?
Sydney's older than me, so that's that.
Oh, damn, like 4
Uh,
months.
Under the bus. Go on.
Okay. Oh God, I have to give mine in no particular order.
Okay,
I can't-
that's
I
fine.
can't
That's
do it.
fine. That's fine.
We're gonna go "Stomach Aches" by Frank Aguero and the
Ooh.
Celebration.
Tune.
That album lives very close to my heart. I have it on CD. And I'm like,
Treasure.
joy. It is a treasure. Next one, it has to be the Black Parade. MCR has been my favorite band since like before I can remember. Like my mom has told me they've been my favorite band since I was
wow.
like 3 or 4 years old. Like since I was like a baby.
Oh, that's
They've
awesome.
just always like lived in my heart, and they've always been just there. Like that's things kind of ebb and flow, but like that band has always been like for me. And
They can do no wrong. It doesn't matter. They might not bring out a good album, but it's still good.
all their albums are perfect. I don't know what
See?
you're talking
That
about.
that is exactly how I feel about the Deftones.
Totally fair, yeah.
To a T. Like they've always been there. Like, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Totally.
Yeah, and so much of what they like stand for and the things that they've gone through as people, like individually as well, just really resonate with me, and it's something that I'll always appreciate. But what's next?
You got 3 more.
I have 3 more.
Yeah.
Let's go with "Collide with the Sky" by Pierce the Veil.
Ooh.
Just for reference, I knew Sydney was about to say Pierce the Veil.
Shut the hell up!
Like the next one's gonna be Pierce the Veil.
Liam's reading my mind again, and I don't like it.
He's a psychic. That's what he
Yeah.
does when he's running around the stage. He's just checking if everyone's digging the. When he's running around the venue, he's just checking if everyone digs
Yeah,
it.
he's reading brains. Yeah.
Oh, it's because we all collectively share one brain cell, so like
Ding,
it's
ding,
just
ding,
easy
ding,
to
ding.
tell.
One more
That's-
than
that's
I
why-
have.
You're
That's
like
why
the
none of us know what's
Professor
going on.
X to our X-Men. Because you can read minds and you lead us. You're like your
With a lot
your
more hair.
L-men.
And he can walk.
Not right now, he can't.
Yeah, not currently.
Oh, I was wondering what the deal with the crutches in the background. I was wondering about that.
Yeah, we went,
Oh, there
we went
is.
to a gig on Friday. Friday?
Yeah. I
Friday
went-
night. Yeah, we went to a gig, and he was going between 2 gigs. I stayed at Sculligan's, and he was going back and forth with Brightside because it was across the street, and he paid like $50 for his ticket. So he was like jumping up around to "Mitch, please," and he came back, and he was like limping, and he was like, "Oh,
It was
dude,
broken.
I think I broke my ankle, but it's tomorrow's problem."
So Liam sends me a message,
You are immense
and
my heart, Liam.
I'm at home, reading about D&D lore, like
What
responsible
Dungeons
person.
and Dragons, man.
And
Yeah.
and and I get a message from Lee. He's like, and he's already told. He's like, he's out at these gigs. I know. He's like, oh, we're gonna be like drinking and stuff. I was like, whatever, have fun. And I get a message. He goes, I think I hurt my ankle, and I was like, the bad one.
You have a good one?
Perhaps.
You have a good and a bad one?
I fractured my ankle when I was like 16 playing rugby, and it's funnily enough the one I fucked at the moment.
Oh no, I'm so sorry, dude. But like I said,
Uh,
you're a person to my own heart. You obviously like to drink and run amok, and
Well, like,
Chaos.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Though that was always my job in the band, except I had to sing,
Yeah.
which I don't think the boys really liked. But you get what you get.
It is what it is.
and like my friends were playing, I wasn't gonna not see my friends play, you know? Like, I paid money to see them, I want to support them. The ankle will be there tomorrow, it's tomorrow's problem.
That's
The
for
gig is
tomorrow.
only
Liam, to worry
happening
about.
tonight. Exactly, man.
That's awesome. You got 2 more, Sid.
I have 2 more. Okay, let's go. I have to pull a tie. Same band. A tie between The Second Law or Drones by Muse.
Oh, Muse fan. What do you reckon of the new album?
Really, really, really big Muse fan.
Have you heard the new album?
Simulation Theory?
Yeah, I think that was it. I'm not good
Yeah,
with...
I-
it's fantastic.
I really like Simulation Theory. I really like the deluxe tracks. They have like the algorithm versions and stuff. Really, really cool. I'm a big Muse fan. Matt Bellamy is a really big vocal influence for me.
That's awesome.
So Matt Bellamy, my big vocal influences are like Matt Bellamy and Gerard Way and probably Amy Lee as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But yeah.
You got one
That's
more.
my
I
tie.
probably
Okay,
get
one
this
more.
a lot, but when I heard the songs for the first time, I was like, "Oh yeah, it's very Paramore-esque."
Yeah.
I didn't pick
You
that
probably
up.
you probably hear that a lot though, so I didn't say it.
You know what the worst thing about it is? And I'm going to say this. For some reason, it seems like as soon as a girl joins a punk band now, it just so gets thrown into that category.
Yes.
And, like,
Yeah.
don't get
Yeah.
me wrong, they were good, but you can't just pigeonhole bands like that. That's shit.
But the reason I mainly thought Paramore was the instrumentation, though, not just Sydney's voice.
Tidy bit.
A little. Generally, I find, as like personal experience, when people are like speaking to me like after shows or about our music and stuff, they'll kind of just be like, "Oh, you sound like," and insert like the first band they can think of that has a female singer.
Yeah.
And
It does. They're there. Like I get because they were so popular. You sort of just go, oh
Yeah.
yeah, it kind of sounds like this.
And I like Paramore, don't get me wrong. I grew up listening to some of their music, and I've seen them. It was really great. I've never been like a massive fan, but I do quite like them.
That's cool.
But they're not like I wouldn't say that they have a lot of influence on my writing or anything.
No, you can tell. You can tell if you actually listen and take the time to listen.
Yeah.
You can tell. But if you're just gonna go, oh yeah, just like sit around and talk to my friends and drink while the music's going in the background, yeah. But if you actually listen, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Daniel.
So I have one more?
Yeah,
Did
you
I-
do.
did
Sorry,
I-
you tied Muse. Sorry. Yeah.
I tied Muse, so I have one more. Oh no. Try to do this off the top of my head too.
What's the one that's there? What's the one that says sitting right there? The one that you probably don't want to say, but you want to say it.
I don't know. It's hard. I have a lot of different like. There's a lot of music that comes in and out, but like whole albums is a little different for me because if I'm listening to a whole album, then like I really mean it, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, that one's really hard.
Something by Lil Nas.
I do absolutely adore Lil Nas X.
He's a
Absolutely.
cool dude, man. I dig.
Wonderful. I might say I don't listen to it a lot anymore, but I might say that's the Spirit for Bring Me the Horizon.
Hey, that's solid.
I'm a really big Bring Me the Horizon fan.
Hey, Ollie's good, man. I'm not really digging the whole fact that he's doing stuff with Machine Gun Kelly. I don't know why.
Is he? Oh my god.
No.
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 I'm sorry you had to hear that from me.
Machine Gun Kelly is a plague on the music industry.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate here.
He had some good things, but
His song,
what
his
he's doing
feature
now.
on that Sleeping with Sirens song absolutely bangs. I love Sleeping with Sirens.
Look, it
Shout out.
pissed me right off when he sort of done it because it was just like, you jerk, you absolutely fudged your career in rap because you went up against the rap god. It doesn't matter which way you put it. Like,
Yeah.
He's the rap devil.
yeah, but
Fuck up, Liam.
Come on,
Okay.
quick, kick
How do
Liam. He's
we
not allowed in
remove
this call
Liam
anymore.
From the, how do we get rid of the
no, look,
Yeah.
because when I saw it, I remember seeing Rap Devil when it came out, and I'm like, wow, he's actually going to do it. Like, he's going toe to toe with him. This isn't going to end
And then
well. It was like watching.
he
It
didn't.
was like kind of watching a train wreck. You know, you shouldn't look, but fuck, you just, let's
It's
see
so
what happens
interesting.
here. But
my
at some point, I guess anything that draws attention to the rock and the live scene again, I'll take it. Even though, just to me, he's a spewing cliche now. Yeah. It literally sound, and the fact that he's got fucking the Blink-182 drummer with him, it literally just Travis, like, it just, did they just throw up some fucking, did they ring up like one of the Blink-182 boys and just be like, what didn't you bring out? Can I have it?
Can I have some songs, please?
Yeah, because I'm new to this punk thing, and just that Email Girl song, I'm just like, oh dude, it's just sickening. But at the same time, if it's gonna draw more attention to the I'm loving you, come on, bro, you're better than that. You can do better than that, Machine Gun Kelly. Come on. Like, I was half
Have
expecting.
some self-respect, dog.
I was half expecting to see like you know what? Maybe he'll do metal and try and like blow Limp Bizkit out the water. There's an easy target. He's like a dad now. He's like doing dad right.
An easy target.
Didn't he try to, like, I don't listen to them anymore, but didn't he try to go toe-to-toe with Corey Taylor?
Yeah, that didn't.
Didn't he talk shit about Corey Taylor and Corey Taylor called him out?
I think that
I
was.
wouldn't do that.
I think that was Korn, and that was sort of the downfall of David Silveria and Korn when he done that. Because I remember seeing this, I was devastated, half devastated. I didn't really care because he's a good-looking dude. He done like a poster for some Levi jeans or something in a teenage girl magazine or some junk with his shirt off. And Corey Taylor called him out on it the next night on stage at a fucking full show. He's just like, man, that's not rock and roll. That's not metal, man. That's fucked. And that was sort of like the decline of David Silveria, I think. Like because Corey Taylor is like the equivalent of fucking Eminem in the rap world. And now, and yes, Machine Gun Kelly did decide to go toe to toe with, and it didn't go well. That was another train wreck. I'm waiting to see how that ends.
Yeah, I wouldn't step anywhere near that.
The guy's too articulate.
Anyway.
Daniel,
Yeah. Dan.
It's my time. My time has come.
you've had time to think.
It's Gohira's entire discography.
To be honest, I've been thinking this whole time, and like I've actually had to write them down and order them because there's a lot. I listen to a lot of music, and it's so diverse and so random. So in no particular order, my first one is Gohira, the album from Cyrus to Mars, which is the Flying Whales album. I cannot go past that song. If someone talks about Gohira, I'm like, oh, so you know Flying Whales.
And if
like,
you don't, fuck you and go listen to it.
Exactly. That song has been in my playlist probably since the first time I heard it in 2014. And it's never moved from that spot. It's always been there. The next one would probably be Of Mice and Men, if you've heard those guys.
I have.
Yep. The Flood album is probably the one. I mean, Restoring Force is at the top there, but the Flood album with like Let Live and Repeating Apologies being the favorite songs from those albums, but all of those songs are so good. And then here's a left of field one. The Diablo Swing Orchestra, if you've ever heard of those guys.
Diablo Swing Orchestra.
Orchestra, that is the one. Yep. Pandora's Pinata is is the album. They are
Pinata.
like, it's not pinata, it's pinata. Anyway, the
You took Spanish in school.
okay, you can correct me then. I'm sorry, sir. They have horns. They have like baritone guitars. They have like mad jazz metal drum licks. They're insane. They combine like metal and jazz at the same time, and it is the most chaotic cacophony of random crap, but it sounds so good, if I put it that way. The next one would be Tool, 10,000 Days album. That whole album, it speaks for itself, really, literally. And the next three are tied, and I could not separate them. So I've got Slipknot, just their discography.
Yes.
All of it's so good.
All of Slipknot.
Yeah.
Also, they have a new song, just in case anyone was wondering. Yes,
Do they?
they do. They have a new
Ooh.
single.
Extra spicy, extra dicey.
It's very good. Then Pantera, all of their songs, all of their albums. It doesn't matter which one you pick, all of them.
Only
And
better.
then another random mishmash would be an Aussie band, 12 Foot Ninja. and their
My
latest-
boy. Oh,
And
man. I
their
got to
Yeah,
meet
the
latest
them guys.
album.
boys.
I got to meet them
I
guys.
actually-
Really nice guys.
I actually like their band so much, I bought their guitar.
You got
Oh,
this.
no.
You got the signature.
Here he comes.
The reverse headstock. Oh yes.
There's the shuriken. Yeah. It's amazing. Those guys are amazing. I honestly listen to them
How
at
do you
least
feel
once a
about?
month.
How do you feel about the singer leaving?
I was very upset. His vocals are incredible. As with any singer, they generally make the sound of the band, and unfortunately, the truth of the musician world is you can sort of replace a guitarist and you can replace a drummer or a bassist, but as soon as you replace a singer, I don't think it's quite the same.
I'll agree to disagree with you on that, only on the basis of one band.
Okay.
And that's North Lane.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Oh, yeah. And yeah, interesting.
And that's the only band I can honestly say where the singer changed, and he does the old stuff. He does his new
Okay.
stuff. If you haven't check them out. Yeah, they're fucking.
Yeah, I'd concede to defeat on that one, but
that's an
I'd
exception.
say probably,
There's always an exception to the fucking rule.
And
I'd say
10.
Osaka Punch as well. Their new singer is phenomenal.
like no doubt, there's like you can have a new singer step into the role and do that role so well, but
They're freaks,
definitely
though. You got to be like an.
there's
Adam
gonna
Lambert.
be people in your
Yeah.
fan base that are like,
I
nah.
don't know.
Oh, of course.
I mean that happens with everything, but I think it
Yeah.
happens more so with singers because
100%.
that's generally what people are listening to. Like, I mean, you get other musicians who are like, man, the drummer's really cool. I'm listening to that for the drums, or man, the guitarist's cool. But generally,
Well, the message changes as soon as you change the front person. The whole message of the band changes because their thought process isn't going to be exactly the same as the previous singer. So in that sense, yeah, I do very, 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 very much agree with you. I really hope they do well. No, go Sam. Go Sean.
I nearly had a heart attack earlier this year because there was rumors that Simon Gallup of The Cure, the bassist, was leaving, and he had been in the band since the beginning for the past 40 plus years.
Yeah, like
And
100 million years.
He's my favorite bassist of all time. I think the way he writes his bass lines is so melodic and so brilliant. Shut up, Liam, you fucking narcissist. But no, and like for a few months,
so
I was,
low.
The greatest of all time, the GOAT.
The
yeah,
best
yeah.
bassist
Fuck
ever.
you, Liam. You're
Liam.
not Simon Gallup. But yeah, anyways, I was so upset for a few months because he was leaving the band. He was leaving The Cure, but then they worked everything out, and he's staying in the band. So
Good.
God,
I'm gonna
'cause I
read.
don't-
I'm gonna read a little bit of this chat. I got Tech with Miss England. Does that ring any bells? Tech with Miss England? Or is it-
yeah, Miss England is my miss though.
Oh, okay, he
Uh,
goes. He does, and he should listen to more pop music. I'm sorry, I disagree.
Yeah.
Pop is the
I
tool
have
of the
to-
devil.
I love
Yep.
Rachel.
God
Oh,
bless Rachel.
Although I
An
will
angel.
say, I can't say I don't like pop music. I put bloody Michael Jackson's Thriller in one of my favourite albums. So
I love a little bit of
I-
pop music.
I love.
I listen to quite a bit of pop music. I just listen to metal covers of it.
Oh, have you heard?
That-
Speaking of metal covers of pop music, have you heard of a band called Volumes?
I
Oh.
have not.
Ooh.
Check out a
Something new.
Check out a band called Volumes, and they do a cover of that song. I got my eyes on you,
Okay.
and they do a
Yeah.
they
Okay.
do a gent heavy version of it. You will not be disappointed, my friend. If there's one,
That's
you will
cool.
not be disappointed.
Have you checked out Our Last Night?
Okay, our last.
Our
I love
Last
them.
Night.
Yeah.
Dan and I
Those-
bond over our last
They're
night.
they're so good. They're
Yeah.
for me, their top cover at the moment is probably Astronauts in the Ocean. Like,
It's really fun.
if you could play it right now, like just that first riff, you'd hear why.
I can't
Spicy.
because I get copyright striked and.
That is,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I have to
Listen-
give a
listen to
really
it.
quick.
Everyone in
give a-
chat, go listen to it.
Everyone
Our
in the
Last
chat.
Night.
I got it. I write stuff down as you guys tell me things,
Ooh.
and I go listen to new things.
Awesome.
I learn.
Yeah,
That's how I
really
learn.
quick. I have to give an honorable mention from before to Nightmare by Avenged Sevenfold.
There you go. That's your fifth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're wearing the Avenged Sevenfold shirt. I was half expecting something.
I know. It was my brother's because he went to Soundwave in 2014 when they were there, and I wasn't old enough to go, and I really wanted to. And could have stuck me in. And then he bought the T-shirt, and I was like, I want that. And he was like, no. And then he shrunk it in the dryer, so it fits me.
The universe, you were meant to have that shirt.
It's fate. But yeah, Nightmare is that album's really, really close to my heart. My brother and I used to listen to it all the time, and still, like, all of those songs just, like,
Yeah, mad. That's bad. Ivan's
Dreamy.
Flying Whales is a sick song.
It is
yeah.
the sickest song in my
It is.
opinion.
the sick song.
Like it is the #1 sick song. Like I mean, you've got Flying Whales, and then like I'm not sure. Like, I'll go right up. Like that's Flying Whales, and then that's People Equal Shit by Slipknot. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
Oh, I used to listen to that song like holding my head in my hands in school toilets when I was angry at people.
I
then
used to
sitting
the
there,
big
like,
kids are coming to give you a
brooding in the-
swirly.
brooding in the fucking bathrooms. To fucking Corey Taylor screaming people equal shit. God, I hated myself.
See,
It's
see, I
therapeutic,
had
man.
I had mum dropping me off to school, blasting people equal shit, you know, "Ugh," and then I get out of the car and she put like whatever on, Katy Perry or something back then.
The
then
second
just
you
drive
get out,
away.
it's California Girls.
You know, love you, sweetie, bye.
You know what happened? She got around the corner and then she put on people equal shit again.
Probably.
Yeah.
My mum actually admitted she loves metal these days, so I was like, you know what? There you go.
Mate, my mum went
He's
to
an
the,
angel.
my mum went to the last Pantera concert when they came out to Australia.
Ooh.
She was in the
Oh.
mosh pit. Yeah, my mum comes out to concerts with me. She saw who's she seen with me? We've seen Static X together a couple of times. She came to a Soundwave with us. Yeah, we're a family of metalheads.
My mom goes to all the shows. My mom went to Soundwave without me. She didn't even take me with. I was like, Mom,
That's so cool.
Mom, please.
No, I don't want to babysit you the whole day. Piss off.
She's way cooler than I could ever be.
Hey, you're in a punk band, man. Killing it.
Yeah, it's just
Killing it.
try my best.
Killing it. We're going to watch a video. Do you guys mind if we just have maybe a quick squizzy at tie-dye?
Yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Let's
I'll
go.
go grab a drink. While
Yeah,
while we do
man.
that.
Sean's like, I'll just leave.
I'm going to go do the same because...
I'm
like,
not a part of this. I can leave. No, I'm kidding.
Not for me.
I'm just gonna grab a Coke
Oh.
or something.
Yeah.
All right, enjoy your Coke.
All right. Let me get my magic
get
screen
one.
up. All right. There we go.
Lady straight up left.
He's not coming back.
He's never coming back.
Oh, no.
Oh
Send him a
no.
message.
No,
We'll
no,
miss you,
you're
Sean.
right.
Actually, speaking of a band that also influenced me, one of the very first bands I ever started listening to music-wise metal-wise, was actually Disturbed. And
Yeah!
their old good
Dude,
stuff like
10,000
that.
fists?
Yeah, Indestructible, Hell,
Totally.
Believe was actually a pretty good album.
Believe, I love Believe, probably Liberate from that album.
Yeah.
They've spanned across generation now. They've done some serious stuff. Like I remember seeing them first in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother's a fairly big Disturbed fan, so I get a lot of that like love for that band from him. And he saw them while he was in high school, so
Yes. I like Trivium too. Big Trivium fan.
Lim,
Oh,
go
yeah?
quick then.
Pardon?
Lim just sent a message to the group chat. He said, I'm exposing you. Get out of here, Lim. Get out of here.
Let's go down right now.
Send it to the
Exposed.
naughty quarter.
Liam's gonna put the timeout.
What did I miss?
Not much.
It's a fantastic video. So the production value's great. The cuts are great. Who ended up doing this for you?
We did this with a local Brisbane guy called Dalton Collis. I think that's how you say his last name.
Have you never? I've never heard it out loud actually.
Yeah, actually same. So I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, he was like a friend of a friend, and like, yeah, we reached out to a few people like, hey, we want to shoot a video, and he hit us up, and yeah, it was super. Came out fucking unreal.
Is that
Yeah.
a jazz bass you play on?
No, that's a Greco bass that I've got in that video.
Beautiful bass.
Yeah, it's like, so I've always wanted a Rick bass because like the singer of Against Me uses Rick guitars, and I just love like the shape.
Oh, Laura.
And yeah, like I saw one like 4 years ago go up for sale because like I knew Rickenbacker is like $4,000, right? Like I'm not fucking paying that for a guitar that I'm gonna break. So I saw one go up for sale like 4 years ago. That was like $1,000, and I didn't grab it. It was the biggest mistake of my life. And then I put out a post like a couple of months ago, being like, I really want one of these. Who's got one? And this dude down in Ballina, New South Wales, put it up. He's like, I've got it, man. Come grab it. I was like, sick. So I literally got my tax back and drove down there the next day, like 2 days for the border closures, to grab this base and get back. And
Alright,
I
just-
just don't regret it.
Just for anyone who doesn't know, that is in another state.
Yeah.
Did you end up meeting him in the other state? Was it halfway?
Yeah.
Great video.
Yeah, I had to go across the border, yeah. I was just
Yeah.
like, I had the option, I was like, I'm not missing it twice.
Yeah.
And so it's everyone loves the Rick bass. Like people at shows buy me beers just because like that's a cool bass, man.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
it's paying for itself.
Do they do that for Milk, Liam?
No, quite the opposite.
Milk is a nightmare base.
Oh, you switched screens. Oh, Sean, you're in another corner.
Oh,
He's back.
Welcome back, Sean. We missed you.
He did miss you.
So, what can
No,
we
we didn't.
expect as far as say EPs, recordings, and stuff like that going? When can we expect more content for our ears?
So we're looking to record hopefully in the next month or two. We want to do like a whole like EP, but you know it's going to take a bit of time to get together, and we want to write some new songs for it. I think is the plan. So
It's
we'll
the
hopefully
dream.
have an EP out at some point this year. But we'll see what time it's coming out.
Now, in saying that, would you guys think it would be maybe just like a touch easier if you guys maybe recorded stuff on the fly? Or do you guys record stuff on the fly, or just so you can, like, because the weirdest thing is, it's like, because I'm still trying to get my head around the way you guys do things. I've just been tossing it over in my head for the last like half hour, 45 minutes or whatever.
Mm.
The one thing that I'm really trying to grasp at is like, once you get a song down, aren't you worried you're going to forget it? Because that's the thing. Like, you guys are obviously constantly writing and writing and writing and writing and writing. Like, does anything sort of get lost in what you guys are doing because you guys take that different approach to your recording?
Maybe sometimes we try to like write down or like record things, but sometimes we're just going off of like, I think it sounded like this before. How about this?
Oh, yeah, that's...
I think
You guys are
if
really
a song is like good
pioneers.
enough, right? Like you'll remember it.
Yeah, you won't forget it. I like that.
Yeah,
Like
that
you
was
know,
what the
like,
wayside was like.
Yeah, like when Dan joined the band, we had other songs that we just didn't teach him because like they're not that good. You know, when Sean's joined the band, we're like, we've shown more the ones that like we want you to learn these. There's a couple where we're like, like we don't want, like none of us care enough to teach you this, so we're not going to put it out. Like if we don't love it ourselves, why are we going to do anything with it?
I want bad.
because maybe I can improve it.
Right, you got to give the
Some of
artist
these
freedom
songs are irredeemable, to be fair.
Yes.
Oh, that's
There's
a
Don't underestimate me, Sydney.
see,
I
that's
don't want to rewrite the
no,
lyrics.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Well, you might not need to. You might need to change the phrasing, and phrasing changes everything.
Yeah.
Phrasing changes everything. I mean, and this is what got me. I mean, you got Sean. How did you go wanting to be like doing a university degree in music and focusing on songwriting, and then having it so fly at the hip? Like, do you ever find yourself sitting there just going, oh, what the fuck am I doing? Oh, come on.
What I love most about this band is how collaborative they are. They're very open to me creating and adding parts to songs, because that's what I wanted most of all. Because the last band I was in, everything was written years ago. It was already set in stone, kind of.
Well, that's
And-
boring. You're just like a session muso there, isn't it?
Yeah, and I was like, I want more of a chance to evolve my songwriting, to go out and perform the songs that I've written or songs that I've added stuff to. So I loved the fact that when, like in my first session, they gave me a song I hadn't covered, because they gave me two songs to learn, which were I'm Not an Alcoholic and When Will This End, which I learned. And then we briefly went, hey, do you want to jam a song? We've got this song Swallowing Knives, which is my favorite song that we have, personally, because I've written the most for it. With my part. because they're like, this is the riff, this is how the song goes. And they sent me a template a couple days later, and they were like, all right, we'd like to see you again. Here's the template for Swallowing Knives. Make up something, come up with something for it. and I just sat there listening to the demo they sent me on, that Liam sent me on repeat, and just sitting there with my guitar. And during the verse, there was originally nothing in the verse, no guitar in the verse. I don't believe. I didn't see. I don't remember if I saw the previous guitarist play the song live. But I was sitting there and I was thinking of like songs like Cubicles by My Chemical Romance, which is a very underrated song in my eyes. And that song has very melodic parts, but like very kind of heavy parts too. So I was just thinking, sitting there, and I might just grab my guitar to just emphasize this real quick.
We're getting a demo.
Do it.
I think he's listening to this recording, and it's probably recorded on like Liam's like 16-year-old phone, and it's just gonna be blast beats and me wailing.
So I was sitting there, and I was sitting there, barbecue sauce on.
Barbecue sauce on my titties.
All right, so I was just
here.
sitting there, and the riff goes like.
Oh, we can't hear
Hold
that,
on.
Nothing.
I'll
turn
just
this
angle
down.
my mic.
Give it some sound. Luckily, he has a musical microphone.
Yeah,
He is a musician.
That's a
He
sure,
is a
isn't it?
musician. He's a real musician.
That sure is a sure.
Shut up.
Hey!
I'll duck down here like a little man. So yeah, that was the riff that they gave me, and then I was listening to the verse, and then I kind of came up with this kind of.
Ah, okay.
Something funky.
So they just gave you the room to just build off one riff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
and then,
good, man. That's good that you gave someone that much artistic freedom. That's really good.
Yeah, and then later on, we were working on the chorus, and after I joined the band, and we were like, hey, maybe we can evolve the chorus more. So I came up with this part with like some octaves and like a little riff in the middle of it, and yeah, just the whole song came together really, really well. And I think I'm very proud of what I've written for that song, if you can't tell.
Oh, mate,
But-
it looks like it. Wipe the
Yeah,
smile off his
I
face.
just-
And
Yeah,
he should
like-
be proud. It is awesome. It
Yeah,
sounds
I
really
just-
good.
I love
I love that he was like,
how.
"What do you?" Oh, sorry.
What? No, go ahead.
He was like, "What do you want me to do?" And all of us were like,
And I was like,
That's what you're here for.
"Excellent."
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, they were-
you're the guitarist, dog. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, so I was like, so what do you want me to do? And they were like, I don't know, do your own thing. And I was like, excellent, I shall. And yeah, so I was just really happy that they gave me some artistic freedom there, let me, like, trusted that I could write something, trusted that I could do that stuff, that I had the capability, the capacity or whatever to write stuff for their songs, and that it wasn't so strict and so set in stone that, like, no, this is the way the song goes, this is the way it's played, that's how it's been. You know, they were like, no, we're open to interpretation.
That's one thing I'll say about you guys. Just off the chat that we've had so far, ego doesn't come into play about any of this unless you're talking about Liam not being the best bassist on Earth.
Unfortunately, he is the best bassist on earth.
Well, that's
Yeah,
just
like,
fortunate
that's-
for him. That's just the gods have given him something very special.
Dan, can you clarify that, please?
I can't count or read. No, that's something with the way we run the band as well. So we're all 25% say, so all of us have equal share in the band. And you know, if three of us don't like something, well, it's first. It's not immediately, hey, no, that's shit. Get it out of here. It's, we don't think this works. Why doesn't it work? Well, I think it's this. Try this. You know, like, my job is rhythm. I'm not.
You've been introduced to rhythm.
I was just about to say, you've been introduced.
Oh.
Drummer
Been
with rhythm.
introduced to
So
rhythm.
Jesus
that's
Christ.
an inside joke. It's fucking. Yeah.
It's not inside anymore. You referenced it at the start.
Yeah. Fair enough.
You've been introduced to
It's
rhythm.
outside now.
Now
In-
it's
in
a
my-
real joke.
in my uni course, I had a weekly thing, and the thing was called Introduction to Rhythm, and I was messaging these guys, and I was like, I have been introduced to rhythm. Listen to me now.
I am a rhythm god.
I am the god
Unhand
of
me,
rhythm in this
wench.
band. But no, I'm rhythm. So like, I don't know what Sydney's singing. I've got no idea. I don't sing. Like I don't know what Sean's playing. He's got little dweedly notes. Like I get the rhythm behind them. Like that's 16th note. That's they're in this rhythm. But melody, I've got no idea. My job is to make the rhythm part sound good and incorporate Liam in the rhythm section. Like I don't need to be. My job is not to focus on what Sean's writing or what Sydney's really singing, apart from how it affects what I'm going to put into that song or that piece of music.
Wow,
Right. So
that's such a different approach.
yeah,
And I think too, like with the way I've written stuff, as like I have to make sure it accompanies Liam's bass, Sydney's vocals, and Dan's drums, because I can't just be sitting there just shredding. That's not punk. That's not how the songs will work. You can't have 4 solos in one song. That's just
I'll send.
masturbatory. So yeah.
But yeah, like when we write songs, all the songs belong to PhD as a company, I guess you could call us all the songs belong to PhD. So when we release music, we get credits for what the parts that we've written. So none of us own the music, like, because that's not what I think. I think we all think that's not what it's about. The music is for everyone, and it's for the people in the band. It's not about saying this is what I've written, because no one can write music really by themselves anymore. You're always taking inspiration from something else, and there's always going to be something that you've heard that's going to inspire you. Like.
So like PhD is a living organism, and you guys just contribute to that living organism.
I guess you could phrase it like that.
Yeah.
What do you think, Liam? Yeah.
It's like it doesn't work unless we're all in it. Is how I would phrase it. Like if Sydney's not
symbiotic.
singing, well then it's not going to be PhD, is it? Because like Sydney's vocals are a huge part of that. If Dan's not playing drums, well then it's not going to be the same, because like his blast beats are a big part of that, and that's the way he approaches it. And same with Sean, like it doesn't work unless everyone's there.
You guys have great banter, great energy, and great unison with each other. It's really, it's good. It's good. I mean, you wouldn't be in a band if you weren't otherwise, but
Yeah, we do spend a ridiculous amount of time together.
that's good. You should all at the end of the
Yes,
day,
we spent like.
yeah.
Oh no.
Well, at the end of the day, you guys are. It's a big thing when a lot of people just think you're making music, and it's not that. You're creating art together, and it's sort of when it's from an outsider looking in, it's just music. But when you're actually in it and you're trying to build it and construct it, it's like you said, it's a bigger being than yourself, and then you're all trying to make sure that you contribute in the correct way in order for that being to progress into what you want to.
Yeah, if I just interject, when I look at it is I'm not making music for myself, right? Like I could do that at my home and not ever release anything. I'm making music for other people. So I'm trying to do my best for other people, not for myself. I can make my own tracks on a DAW, and they're all mine and whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm making music for other people to enjoy. So if one of us is saying, no, your idea is bad, potentially that's limiting how good this piece of music can be for someone else, not just for me or myself. It's
a very selfless outlook that you've taken.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah, no, that's good. It's not about you, which is essentially what you're saying. It's about
yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. It's like I said, no ego, no ego in this band. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. You guys have a lot of fun, a lot of energy. I can't wait to see you at Jimna, because I'm going to I'm going to make my way up there, and we'll have a couple of beers together.
Oh, excited, man.
That's
Now-
gonna be so good.
It is going
It'll
to be.
be the earliest. I don't think we've ever played like during the day before, so it'll be a new experience for us.
Not like we're like 11 a.m. something, right?
Oh, I think we play about 12.
12? Because I was gonna say, I was like, we've never played in the morning before.
Do you guys like to party
I was
after?
like,
No, we're really excited though. Like, yeah, we've never played like a festival outside of Brisbane before. No, we haven't yet.
no, Moondall just barely made it in the city limits.
Well, mate, MMK and Kaz and all the work that she does, it's a very, very big feat to pull something off like this, especially in the little town that she
Yes.
does. So,
She is unstoppable.
oh, she's a force to be reckoned with. 100%
I think
she
so.
is.
Yeah.
Now, I'll ask one last question before we wrap up the stream, because I have to go to work tomorrow, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, but bills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, for PhD, is there, say, a mantra or, I don't know, a cheesy one-liner? You know what I'm saying? Is there like a motto, a band motto?
Normally, before we play songs during practice, Sydney usually says, "Let's fuck it up." So I kind of
That is true. Fuck it up.
I like it. I dig it. That, if what you guys are saying, which I expect everything to be true, when you guys say "let's fuck it up," I'm assuming Liam is going to fucking destroy it.
Liam,
Yeah.
the room we practice in has like a really low ceiling, and the amount of times I've seen him just jump straight into the ceiling, like forehead
Oh.
first.
Actually, that before we go on, there was this show that we were playing.
At the cave-in?
Yeah.
Oh,
I love it.
no.
Yeah.
I thought
Yes.
we were just gonna
Anyway.
die.
Anyway, we're really into it. What song was that? I can't remember. It was something that was fast. It was gritty. It was disgusting. Anyway,
Was
in the heat
it?
of them, I
It
can't
might have
remember.
been
Anyway,
Panic, because he was headed back to the
oh
microphone.
yeah, yes. He was like smashing his bass, and he actually jumped out into the crowd, and took his head out on this low-hanging steel beam, and quite literally, this
Gotta
man
watch out for that
just
low-hanging
went like
fruit.
90 degrees like this, and then just keeps on playing, stands back up.
He grabs the beam.
All of us thought he was going to die.
He
Like
finished the song.
like
Rock, that's
the
rock and
force
roll,
he
baby. Liam, you're
the
out.
force he hit that beam with. Like after
I
the
thought
show,
that was it.
he had an egg like this big on his head. Like it was huge.
Yes.
The beam was
Oh.
probably sore
Dude.
next day, to be honest.
Yeah,
Liam,
The steel
the
beam.
beam was hurt more.
mate, you won't. If there's one thing Beer Buddy loves, is a guy that walks into practice and plays like it's a show. As soon
Yeah,
as
that's
quite
it.
clearly you are the individual that as soon as they get that bass in their hand and they're playing their own music, you just
send.
transcend into another kind of beast. That when you hit the stage, and I've got nothing but respect for that, because that to me is a fucking a spot of true showmanship, is where every show you play is like your fucking last.
Yeah,
I've got
man,
nothing
like-
but respect for that.
Liam
Yeah.
loves it.
It's a
Yeah.
show.
Loves
you know,
it.
Like, you can sit there and like look at your guitar and play super technical shit, but like nobody wants to see that. That's boring. Like, have some fun with it. Get out there, fuck around, hit a wrong chord. Who cares? Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
I remember
it's real. That's what you go to a show
Yeah.
for. I don't want to go to a show and hear someone play the CD. I can fucking go at home and listen to that shit.
exactly. Like, that was my whole thing. Like, live shows should be in your face, and you're like, what the fuck's going on? And crazy.
Yeah.
I
Remember
love it.
the last show we played with one of our previous band members, Liam blew his E string on his bass.
Oh fuck yeah.
How do you do that?
Like the big one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the thick one.
Yeah.
You're an
it's
animal,
the-
bro. I
it's one of
love
the-
it. I can't wait. I can't wait. Before we go, plug some shows if you got any coming up before Jimna.
Yes, we have the 2nd of April at King Lear's Throne, which will be Sean's first show with us, which we're fucking excited for.
Yeah, very keen.
Yes, it's free entry. Should come on down, everybody.
Free entry.
Yeah. Free
Yeah.
entry.
Free entry. If that ain't a
Come
reason
on
to go out,
down.
get your asses down there.
Exactly. We're playing with a ska band, and then there's some punk bands. It's going to be insane.
I didn't know
That'd be
ska
so
was still
good.
a thing.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah.
That's
It
cool.
is, and
It is very good.
Ska will never die.
Hey, I'm a big fan of Real Big. What is it? Was it Real Big Fish that done that song?
Real Big Fish?
Real big fish.
Yes.
Real Big Fish.
I
I
think
saw
I
Real Big
have,
Fish at
Master.
Good Things, and a skinhead kicked me in the shins. Time
Oh,
of my
wow.
life.
Oh, to all people with hair deficiencies out there, I'm one of them. I normally shave it right back so I look like a skinhead. I apologise for that person kicking you in the shins. I'm not a skinhead by any means, Jesus. But
On behalf of that dude for kicking me in the shins,
Yeah.
I appreciate your apology.
if he's a skinhead and he's racist, fuck that guy.
Yeah, it was a toss-up.
Okay, just not all skinheads are racist.
Yeah, no, of course.
Some have just
Never.
have follically challenged.
Oh my god.
Oh, guys, thank you so much for joining Beer Buddy this
No,
evening.
Thanks for
Having
having
us.
us.
And for MMK, don't go anywhere because I'm going to have a quick chat with you afterwards. Now, everybody, Ivan, thank you so much for joining in the stream tonight. Me and you are going to have a chat. We're going to talk about that last comment you made. I'm interested. Hit me up in the comments on this one and we'll talk. But big shout out to PhD on the second installment of the Jimna Rocks 2022 special. What an absolute beautiful bunch of individuals and what an awesome band. Some very abstract albums. And if you haven't got your ticket yet, what are you doing? It's like $120 for like the 2 days. You get 26 bands. It's BYO, which means you can bring your own piss. Think about it. It's like economically sound and shit. And if you're from Sydney travelling up there, you get to help all the little communities while you're driving up there that were affected by flood. So, Beer Buddy's out. Thank you so much. And who knows, I'll probably see you Friday. We're going to get some bands organised. Have a great one. And I will catch you all on the next one. Beer Buddy out.
Straight to your